Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're going to be looking at 3 programs. That's right, we're going to be doing quick updates on Hitbits, Simulated Ape Miner and Contract Miner. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. But before I go any further, I just want to wish all of you out there a happy Easter. I hope you're enjoying a lovely weekend with your family. Not too much chocolate, but hopefully a lot of sunshine. Okay, so as you can see, we are in my Hitbits account. And it's been 3 weeks since the last time we were in this program. So let's quickly run through the numbers. So 3 weeks ago, we were at level 88. We are now at level 101. We had 39,000 credits. You can see we now are at 291,428, and we had 134 mercs. If we quickly as you can see here, we're already on the page. I have 120. Yes, I know I've lost a few, but busy as I am, sometimes I don't always get into this program. So as you know, that after 30 days, any mercs that you have purchased, because I always purchase the top one, you do lose them. So as you can see there, I have lost 14 mercs, but we're still above that magic number of 100, which is where I like to keep it, and we're earning 360 credits per hour, so that's not too bad. But there has been a couple of changes to the program, and because of this, there is a possibility that I might not be using this program anymore, but hopefully, cross fingers, that will not be the case. If we dive into withdrawals, so a couple of things. One, this happened last week, or I noticed it last week, but I forgot to mention it, that the withdrawal for BTC used to be 100,000. It's now up to 300,000. Also as well, they have removed the option for Faucet Pay. I believe this is probably because of the hack of Faucet Pay, and instead they've replaced it with the ability to basically get Litecoin. So the big problem I'm having, and I did mention this, I believe, in the last video, it might have been the video before, that I have this stupid pending withdrawal, which happened like within about the first month of me using the game. I accidentally made a withdrawal that was below the minimum required. They cancelled it. Not sure if they actually sent the credits back to my account. But even though it's showing cancelled, it's still showing also as pending. So that is this pending withdrawal that they are showing here. I have tried sending a support ticket about this problem, hoping that they could remove that pending withdrawal, but I have not heard anything from it. What I'm hoping, because obviously we did manage to make a couple of withdrawals as shown here using the Faucet Pay option, that I might be able to make that withdrawal using the Litecoin option. So we're going to give it a bash. But before that, I need to sort of add my Litecoin wallet address to my account. So basically what you'll do is you go into settings. This is obviously for adding your Litecoin or Bitcoin. So I'll just paste my Litecoin in there, say update address. Address has been updated. Hopefully we will be able to make a withdrawal straight away to that address, and they've not got to say, well, it's got to be in your account like for 48 hours or something like that prior. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to select the Litecoin option. We're going to put 291,000. We'll just make it easy. Don't worry about the change. And then we'll go request withdrawal. Now, I'm hoping that it's not going to come up with an issue about this pending withdrawal, and that pending withdrawal is only going to be connected with the Bitcoin, because that is the pending withdrawal is in BTC. Okay, so there. So your withdrawal was successful. So it's showing now as pending for Litecoin. So cross fingers that will all go through. And because if it doesn't, and I don't get anything back from their support, or they just don't remove that pending, then I'm a bit screwed basically, because I can't withdraw anything. But let's hope that that will go through to my Litecoin address and there will be no more issues. And that's it really at the end of the day. For those of you that are not familiar with what Hitbits are, is basically it is a virtual mining program that is set in a fantasy world that takes on the guise as a role-playing game where you can battle monsters, collect mercenaries that will go out and pillage and plunder for you, placing your treasure in here as credits, which you can then withdraw. And also remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so that was pretty much it. We're going to leave Hitbits there and we're going to fly on over to Simulated Ape Miner. So keep watching. Okay, so Simulated Ape Miner. It was been a week since the last time we were in here. It might even be a little bit less, but in my YouTube channel it says 1 week. Normally they round up the time, so like I say, it could be a little bit less. Anyway, 1 week ago we were at level 703. You can now see we are at level 861. We had 12,871 BTC. You can now see, after we placed in the top 15 for a couple of weeks, you can now see that we are at 16,418. So we're getting ever closer to that minimum withdrawal of 25,000 Satoshis. And one change is that our workshop 1 week ago was at level 5. You can now see we have upgraded that to level 6. Now, for those eagle-eyed of you out there, you might realize that this is actually a screenshot. And the reason why that is basically because obviously I am actually still playing this game until midnight tonight. You know, the chance of us winning that prize, getting into that top 15, goes right down to the wire on Sunday. So I am still playing that game to the right of me on my little laptop. And this is why it is very important that I carry on playing. Is if we take a look at the other screenshot, this is the leaderboard, and I am in 6th place. So I am only 1 place away from the top 5, and as you all know, that once you get into that top 5, if you are still in that top 5 by midnight on Sunday night, instead of earning 2,500 Satoshis and that extra 250 gems, you'll get 5,000 Satoshis and 250 gems. So I'm only 1 position away from being in that top 5. The only thing I'm worried about is if once I go to sleep, that I could wake up in the morning and, you know, even if I've got myself up to say 4th place, I could wake up in the morning and I'll be back down to 6th, and I might just miss out, just basically because obviously we all need to sleep. Anyway, that is what is going on with Simulated Ape Miner. I know a lot more of you have got involved with this program. I had a message from a Facebook subscriber of mine. So Shannon Sandquist sent me this message via my Facebook. It says, "Congratulations on your win." Obviously, that's referring to my 15th or placing in the top 15 last week. He says, "I've won 6th place about twice now." He says, "I'm actually one of your referrals. Thank you for introducing me to the game." So he's out there enjoying Simulated Ape Miner, obviously placing well, and getting the, not quite making it to that 5,000 BTC, but obviously he's hit that 2,500 for the last couple of weeks as well. So thank you very much, Shannon, for that message. It's always great to get posts and messages from you guys telling me how you're getting on with whichever programs you are involved with. It's always good because obviously it encourages me to keep making these videos, but it's also great for other people in our community to see how you're getting on. And, you know, if they're involved in the same program, then it encourages them to continue. So that is absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to leave that there. And now we're going over to Contract Miner. Okay, so finally, Contract Miner. Now, Contract Miner, normally I put this together with Hitbits. So once again, it's been 3 weeks since the last time we were in this program. So 3 weeks ago, we were at level 27. We are now at level 29. We did have 99,000 mega hashes in miners. We now have a massive 141,320 just in miners, and we have nearly 2,000 in our timed mega hashes. So obviously that is a massive jump, which means I have purchased a huge amount of new miners, or well, not a huge amount, but quite a lot. We were at, I think we were at about 10 or maybe 11 we had at the time. We are now up to, so I think on this page is you got 7, so 14, 15 miners. It probably says up here actually. Yeah, 15 active miners, 1 inactive, which is my Moonlander miner, and then we have a couple on the bit market as well. Also as well, if you check out the bit market, I do have, like I say, I've got a couple of miners on there. They're going pretty cheap. You might want to take a look at those. So in the last video, I did talk about these Avalon 4s. Now, really, at the end of the day, I would love to get hold of more of these Avalon 4s. As I spoke, is the fact that they're a lot cheaper, but there's not much difference in the way of power compared to an S5. Now, I've got 2 of them. Unfortunately, no others seem to have materialized on the market. But we are getting a lot of these S4 miners. Now, these S4 miners, the going rate, the cost of these is only about 4,800, and they're only 900, well, yeah, so 950 mega hashes less than the Avalon. So the Avalon was 8,950, and these are basically 8,000. Now, because I've actually bought so many of these off the market at, I mean, I'm paying 4,800. If I came into the shop to buy it, it actually cost more for me to purchase this from the shop than it would do from the market, which normally it works the other way. But because obviously they are picking up that I've got so many of these in my account already that it's just, you know, it's basically just going to cost me more. But like I say, you can check out the market. They are going on there for 4,800. They will give you 8,000 mega hashes, which is only, like I said, 950 more less rather than an Avalon 4. So you're not losing a whole lot. The only thing is obviously with this game, the maximum amount of miners you can have is and earn from is 20. You can have in your account as many as you want, I believe, but you can actually only have 20 active at the moment. I have sort of put a suggestion forward, is that if the king could maybe add a few bigger properties. So the small company, if we go into the property market, the small company is the largest property that we can own, which will hold 20 miners. I've asked, could they add another property like a large company, and then maybe even another property such as like a mining farm, so which maybe we could have up to, say, anything up to maybe 40, 30, 40 or 50 miners in a mining farm, and that be sort of being the top tier. But obviously, you know, whether the king and the developers of this program will introduce that, I'm not sure, but it would be absolutely brilliant if they did, because, you know, I mean, I'm now at 15 miners. My property, which I'm in a small office now, so small office, so here we go, small office, 16 miners. So I've only got one more space for another S4, which it will probably end up being, and then once that, then I'm tapped out on that building, and I've got to move to then the small company, which then only gives me 4 more places to add miners. And then once I hit that 20, that's it. That's as far as I can go. And to be honest with you, when I made the video which introduced you guys to this, or reintroduced you guys to this, it says, it's got a big banner on it saying we are back, because I talked about it a long time before. But when I reintroduced it, I said, you know, that was my aim, to get to that sort of that last property of only 20 miners. But because I seem to have got there so quickly, I'm sort of like, well, you know, I feel like I want to go, you know, I want to go further. I feel I can take this account much further, you know, and not in a really long period of time. And for those of you that are not familiar with any of these 3 programs, if you've got this far in the video, if you're not familiar with any of these programs, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link for each of these programs in the description. That will give you an earlier review of each program. So for Hitbits, Simulated Ape Miner and Contract Miner, you can go and check all of those out. They're going to give you more details and a better understanding of how these programs work, and what you need to be doing to get your accounts up and running and earning free crypto. But if you go right the way through to the end of this video, those links will be there also, so you can just click straight on them and get watching. Okay, so obviously you've probably those of you that have been following my videos and wondering, you know, how have I managed to get my account up so quick? It's dead simple. Like I've mentioned before, is I use this Hideout TV. Now you can check that out in my account. If you go into my channel, look up one of the recent videos for Contract Miner and Hitbits, and it actually talks about using Hideout TV. I use it every single day, and basically when you start getting into the sort of higher numbers with Hideout TV, it does take a few days for those CMCs and reward points. That's another great thing, is by using Hideout TV, it gives you really big amounts of reward points, which then helps you purchase more of that timed mega hashes from the shop, and you can use it for other things as well. But basically, so I use it every single day, and if we look at the payout index, anything over 1,000 takes, so 1,000 here, so anything over, oh, they've changed it actually, they've actually added a few more to this. So this is sort of where I'm at, 1,000 or a little bit higher. 2,000 is normally about the highest I'm submitting. That will take 3 days to get into your account. So by using the Hideout TV every single day, that means that you're always getting a payout, or yeah, basically a payout in your account. Once it starts catching up with itself, once you get past that first 3 days, eventually you'll start getting a payout into your account every single day. And anything below 1,000 will only take 24 hours. So you can see that in one of mine is only 845. That will be in my account later today. This one, I believe, could be in my account today also. And at the moment I have 190 CMC, so that will take me to about 2,000 or so. So that means I'm halfway to buying another S4, which will fill up that 16th slot. Okay, so there has been a slight change to the program. If we go back to the home page, so in the chat I happen to notice that the king and the developers of this program, what they're doing is they've changed the tasks in the sense that now you have to manually go and claim them. Now, they used to get claimed, or not automatically. I think they had to do it manually, but now they've made it so we have to do it manually. So if we go into tasks, and you'll see these are your challenges, and then whenever anyone gets to 100%, you have to click on the button saying complete task. Now, if you don't do that and it hits that 100%, if you leave it for a couple of days before you claim it, that means it's 2 days that you've missed out on building up your next one. So because obviously these all repeat. Once you get to 100%, you claim it, and then it just starts building back up. So if you forget about it and you don't claim it, that means that you might miss out on a few days of that building back up to claim that task. So just remember that whenever you log into your contract mining account, that you drop into your tasks, see where they are on the scale. If they're at 100%, click claim, and then obviously whatever it is, whether it will be a bronze box or a set amount of CMC, that will be dropped into your account, and then that task will start building up once again. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave that there. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you could smash that like button, it really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.